Welcome to the Forge.
Welcome to the Forge the 4 Tournament. The following contest is scheduled for football. Introducing first, making their way to the ring, the tag team combination of the Prince of Fate, Newman, and the Air Assassin, Will Ospreay. Together they are the United Empire.
In this crucible of combat, we are going to take the top 4 tag teams from last season, and we are going to boil them down, we are going to crush them, and we are going to find the top tag team in the Animated Wrestling League, in the Danshi and Joshi divisions, and they are going to get title opportunities, the first title shots of the new season. And we are starting off with 2 generations of leaders of the United Empire. Of course, the United Empire has no leader, and these are the 2 of the greatest leaders they do not have. But they're going up against a pair of AWL legends.
Of their opponents being accompanied by AWL 3 and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion and occupied by Ningen, New Georgia. Great Tiger, they are tag team combination of AWL 2, Fuji Takuma. Together they are 2/3 of the reigning Gatekeeper Trio and the unified school of the fighter style! God, that is freaking conversation! Use that safely, Ningen.
The accolades of Spring Tiger, not listed just now, finally pinning, beating, clean in the middle of the ring, Black Tiger Queen. And of course, with all 3 of the male Tigers, they still have those King of Trios medals, those golden opportunities. They can cash in any title match, anytime, any place, any stipulation that they choose. But they're going up against, we are seeing a rematch from a major match a couple of seasons ago. Bang the gong, the match is on. It was Tiger Mask 2 who defeated Will Ospreay to become the AWL Grand Champion for the very first time. And we're seeing a little bit of a rerun of that right here, right now, in the Crucible of Combat. This is the Forge in parts unknown. We are not... I think we broke the computer, because that thing is going to be saying that we are in all sorts of places around the United States, around the world. We are not. We are in the Forge. It is its own place, it is its own time, it is its own dimension. But this is the Crucible of Combat, the pinnacle of tag team wrestling, at least we like to think it is, because we are trying to find out who is going to challenge for the AWL World Tag Team Championship. And right now, that is being held by the deceitful, the duplicitous, the diabolical Ophidian the Cobra, and his Deshi, his student, his understudy, Hebitsky. And together they are the Den of Serpents, representing the Monster Union unit here in the AWL. Springboard Huracan Rana by Callum Newman. Callum Newman, who doesn't have a lot of experience here in the AWL, won. So a little bit of a surprise factor for the United Empire team. In fact, Callum Newman, this is only his 2nd AWL match. He is undefeated. That one previous match, a victory for him, of course. Right now, the legal combatant on the Tigers team is Fuji Takuma, but a beautiful endless light in the ring to the illegal man. And Callum Newman maintaining the high ground here. Snap vertical suplex. Callum Newman, a good deal of tag team experience, of course. He's a 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Only one, with 2 different partners. Once with Jeff Cobb, whatever happened to that guy, and one with the Dominator Great O'Connor, because that was before Matt Classic 2 beat the living piss out of Jeff Cobb and sent him out of the AWL. Swing and a miss, misjudging the distance there. And of course the lighting here in the Forge, in this ethereal plane that we find ourselves on, could make it a little bit difficult to judge distances in that. That's another experience advantage to the tag team combination of Tiger Mask Doboru. They've got a lot more tag team experience. Former AWL tag team champions themselves. Right now, the tag was made. It is Tiger Mask 2 and Callum Newman. The Prince of Pace with a beautiful inverted DDT here. With the Prince of Pace, you're going to be looking for the Prince's Curse. Great roll up there. Didn't even get a 1 count, I don't think. Swinging drop kick. Wild style drop kick. Does not connect. Back handspring. Oh, steps away from it. Gonna have to look out for that Oz Cutter 2.0 as well. And of course the Oz Cutter from Ospreay himself is sitting into a Tiger's Clutch, a modified Camel Clutch. And when I say modified, no, it really wasn't. 11 minutes, 45 seconds remaining right now. And of course, if either of these matches go to a time limit draw, both teams are eliminated from the tournament. So all the motivation in the world. Because if you're eliminated from the tournament, you are out of the best 4. You are stuck. It'll be a 0-0 record to start the season, but you are stuck having to earn your way back up into the AWL best 4. So any losses, any time limit draws tonight, 15-minute time limit in all of our matches this evening. And oh, springboard kick if I was going to go for that modified Oz Cutter. Into the cover. 1, 2, no, kick out. I am jumping the gun on the counting here. Cal Newman originally from Essex, England, just like his trainer, Mr. William Ospreay. Born actually in London, however, so there's a bit of a mix-up there. I was born not that far from Essex, like 1 county north in Suffolk. And there is Ospreay. That is why he is one of the best in the world. The fact that after everything he's gone through lately, he can still do stuff like this. He wants his opponent standing. He knows the Tiger springboard, high cross body block. Hits him from an unusual angle. That's what Ospreay is. He is the walking unusual angle. Rounds up, and there's the Oz Cutter. No, does not connect with the Oz Cutter. Looking for the Tiger suplex, perhaps? No, looking for a Dragon suplex. The full Nelson, however, blocked. Turned into a hammerlock by Ospreay. All these British wrestlers, even if they're high flyers, they are known for technical ability, the techers, if you will. Of course, we just saw a great example of that in the match between the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion and Zack Sabre Jr. and Nigel McGuinness at Forbidden Door for AEW. Irish whip into the far corner. Ospreay involved in that pay-per-view as well, part of the Lights Out Steel Cage match. I'm not sure I'm technically allowed to talk about that. It is unsanctioned. It was unsanctioned. But we know Ospreay, completing this tournament, he is due for neck surgery. How he is getting cleared to compete, I don't know. I'm going to have a long conversation with Dr. Marcus Fieldgood, the AWL chief medical official, over that, because I don't think he should be here if he's got upcoming neck surgery. But Ospreay insisted on doing his part for the team, his part for the Empire. They might have to substitute somebody else in, assuming they stay in the best 4. There's no time limit draw. The United Empire might have to substitute somebody in. I don't know about that. We'll have to see how that goes. Dragon Screw leg whip on the outside to the former Tiger the Dark. Oh, nice spin kick by the admittedly illegal Tiger Mask 2, but you're out here in no man's land. Disqualifications are in effect for this match. That's why you see one of the most successful women in all of AWL right now, Spring Tiger, as well as Tiger Mask 3, standing in the background. Not going to get physically involved here. Not while AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, is watching the action like a hawk. 20 counts on the outside in all AWL matches. They've got half the time. Both wrestlers very familiar with that particular rule set. Though Ospreay wrestles more in America now than he does in Japan or anywhere else that uses that 20 count rule. His experience in Shinihon Puroresu, a former IWGP World Champion as well. Oh God, going up and looking for that Styles Clash. Tribute to a veteran that he somewhat idolized when he was coming up. Collar and elbow now. Kawada-esque kicks on the outside. We're up to 18. DDT. A deep DDT and into the 9th. Okay, he might not make. He doesn't make it. Fuji Takuma ring out victory for the Empire.
Here are your winners, the United Empire!
Sensei Tosei Tono Yusha desu. A victory for the teacher and the students in this crucible of combat we call the Forge. And now, two very, very different tag teams are going to clash to see who will face the United Empire in the finals. We are not in Hampton.
The following contest is scheduled for one ball. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from cyberspace, accompanied by Thunderhawk, the tag team combination of Razorhawk and Dangerhawk. Together they are two-thirds of the flyest bigger in the galaxy, the Cyberhawk.
Yellow and red, the colors of combat in the Forge. Razorhawk and Dangerhawk, the two veterans of the team, the current configuration of the Cyberhawk, will be competing tonight. And they will also be competing in trios action in the Triple Tech Trials at Kronos Trios, the resurrection in the United States of the King of Trios tournament. It's going to be a two-night affair coming up in just a couple of weeks in Power Pro Lucha. If you're a Chikara fan, if you were a Chikara fan, check out Power Pro Lucha. It is the closest we will ever get to Chikara resurrected.
And their opponents, being accompanied by the Cyber Division Shiba Akagi. Tag team combination of the Deathmatch veteran Satoshi Kobu and the YouTube boy, Ningen Taro. Together they are Ningen Damashii.
I've been told that the beautiful boy Ikemen Taro's ensemble tonight is entitled Flames of Passion 25, referring to both the year it was commissioned and the 25th season of the Animated Wrestling League, about to begin in earnest. And of course, he's got to match his environment, the Flames of the Forge, Ningen Damashii, the human soul faction. No demons, no monsters, no supernatural powers, no lucha totemic magic. This is just pure human spirit. The human soul that is all you need to be a success in professional wrestling, according to these three individuals. And they are in a tournament for the top contendership of the Tag Team Title Championship of the World. So, good argument there, and a high-flying forearm. Immediate strike, and the quickest tag I think I've ever seen from the flyest wrestler in the galaxy, Razorhawk Kaka. Off of the ropes, into the corner, tag is made. Multiple tags, a classic tag team strategy, especially when you are what we would call bookend tag teams. Not exactly two very similar wrestlers, let's just say that. As Razorhawk looking to fly, springboard, drop kick, and swatted away by the heavyweight. Actually, I think technically, depending on the scale that you're using, Satoshi Tobu is a super heavyweight, which is why that rapid tag strategy is pretty smart. Keep each other fresh. But now we've got the odd couple tag team. We've got short, stocky, and powerful versus tall, long, lanky, and I'll just say very athletic is the beautiful boy, the master of the sartorial arts. Ikemen Taro, reversal into the corner, right hand does not connect. Up and, beautiful landing by Razorhawk. Tag Kogeki opportunity denied by the masked Marvel, wearing that protective mask to protect his visage. He received a small cut above his eyebrow in one match, and frankly has not wrestled without that protective mask since. And again showing that athleticism on par, I would argue, with the Cyberhawks. Cutter by Dangerhawk, who is the legal fighter. Springboard, high crossbody, a good 10-foot spring. Halfway across that 20 by 20 foot ring. This time Danger Hawk looking to fly. Springboard, drop kick. This one connects. Only about 2 minutes into this now. 13 minutes on the clock, 15-minute time limit in all of these matches. And these matches, this entire tournament, does count as far as the win-loss records, not only for the individuals involved, but for your tag team records in the AWL win-loss records. And unlike your individual record, the tag team records reset every season. So everybody, as you saw from the match cards, the match graphics, everybody coming into this tournament and this season, 0-0. It is a fresh start in tag team wrestling every season, every 20 weeks, plus the odd super card. Tag is made again, and a good old-fashioned leg drop from the deathmatch veteran, man who had a 10-plus year career. Oh! Possibly as a freight train or a Shinkansen. 10-plus year career in Japanese deathmatch wrestling before even being accepted to the AWL dojo. Took actually the longest path to graduation of any dojo graduate, mainly because he had a lot of bad habits that he had to unlearn. You know, you're not actually allowed to hit people with light tubes around here. Just, that will get you disqualified in an AWL rules match. Sorry, not sorry. And Poison Rana. Interesting reference considering that the Cyberhawks over in Power Pro Lucha have been plagued by the mysterious Poison Hawk, who from his own commentary seems to be some sort of either a time traveler or a multiverse traveler. Multiple theories abound. One, shoulder up before the 2 count. Diving, desperate tag made. Tadashi Tobu, even after having taken considerable damage with explosive power, able to get to that tag, and now standing on the wings that come out of the head of the Cyberhawks. And yes, I know their AWL masks and their masks in Power Pro Lucha and elsewhere aren't exactly the same. It's the best I could do. Roll up 1. Collar and elbow tie up, Irish whip off of the rope, springboard, leapfrog, drop down, trying to trip his opponent, but hits the power slam. A very pretty power slam. Might be going up to the middle rope. What's he thinking? Huge splash. Rotates in midair, but I don't think they're programmed to accept that on Cybertron. Tag made, in comes Danger Hawk. Tag Kogeki opportunity. The Cyberhawks at their best. Alley-oop! Drop kick right into the chest. Assisted drop kick down into the cover. 1. Broken up as we're about to hit our first time call of the contest.
5 minutes. 5 minutes plus.
Danger Hawk and Razor Hawk with excellent tag team wrestling. Both of these men, former Young Lions Cup champions. Spin. A cyber twist, I've been told they call that. Irish whip. Tag Kogeki denied. Having felt one of those, he does not want to feel another. And, what is this? Knee lift. Trying to damage the modeling career of Danger Hawk. Maybe not a valid strategy against a guy who wears a mask, I'm just saying. 9 minutes and change remaining. Snap. The snap of the chop. Gravity kick. So called because it denies that gravity exists. And now like a human pinball bouncing between the Cyberhawks. Perfect plex, not a lot of height on that. But good impact, standing moonsault. Danger Hawk looking to do something very dope. A mid-rope frog splash. 1, 2, 3. He had the power to get that frog splash from only the middle rope. That is very impressive. And the Cyberhawks picking up their first victory of the season.
Here are your winners, the Cyberhawks.
May this foretell good things for the Trios tournament in Power Pro Lucha. Check them out, IWTV. Now for this tournament, we are going to be doing highlights of our third place matches. We join this match in progress. Fuji Takuma, who was counted out in the previous match, and the beautiful boy Ika Mentaro, who was pinned in their previous match. Swanton Bomb, good distance there by the former Tiger the Dark. Fuji Takuma looking to end this now, at least come out even. 1 win, 1 loss at the end of the tournament. This is a match. Oh, we've seen this before. Darkness of Doraibatsu! What? No! He's been working on that upgrade for a while, that upgrade of the Darkness driver. Was not able to get the pin and the win thanks to the save by Satoshi Tobu. And Fuji Takuma, interestingly, not going for the tag here. I think that would have been a good, smart idea. Chose not to, and he eats an elevated spine buster.
2 minutes left.
And Spring Tiger getting involved here. I think he's trying to give her some fashion tips as Ika Mentaro. I mean, if you've seen Spring Tiger, she doesn't need fashion help, trust me. Now, in the event of a time limit draw, both teams would be out of the best 4 entirely. The winner of this match, if there is one, will be the number 3 rank in the AWL best 4. The loser will be down at number 4 in the most precarious position, a single loss to an unranked tag team, and you're out of the top 4. If you are in the AWL best 4, you are expected to win matches. If you want to maintain your path to the tag team titles, you can't lose against lower or unranked teams. Just not acceptable behavior. 20 count on the outside with only about a minute left on the clock. I don't think the count out is going to be an issue here.
2 minutes left.
Fuji Takuma has already been counted out once tonight. 1 loss by ring out. He does not want to risk that again. Comes in at 8, knowing he's not going to get the 20. And look at that, just showing off in the enemy corner. Fuji Takuma, little old school Black Tiger sass. Oh, wait, no, this is an interesting strategy because this would reset the count. Backdrop onto the hardest part of the ring, but that takes away the option of a tag for Ika Mentaro. Both legal combatants are back in the ring. Kick to the midsection. Looking for that DDT, the beautiful DDT. And he was oh no. 2 losses back-to-back on both nights where you cost your team a bad night for Fuji Takuma.
Ningen Damashii.
And with that, we have our first update to the AWL Best 4 tonight. Ningen Damashii, number 3. Tiger Mask W, number 4. But who will join them at numbers 1 and 2? That is to be determined right now. United Empire versus XyberhawX in what could be Will Ospreay's final appearance in the Animated Wrestling League for, well, let's just say quite some time.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is the finals of the Forge the 4 tournament. Introducing first making their way to the ring, the tag team combination of the Prince of Pace, Alan Newman, and the Ariel Assassin with Ospreay. Together they are the United Empire.
The United Empire, the only the biggest interpromotional faction. I think technically the Bullet Club's still interpromotional, but the biggest interpromotional faction these days is the United Empire. Will Ospreay, the founder, the Commonwealth Kingpin, back when it was just the Empire, before they were even united. Callum Newman, a rising star in New Japan Pro Wrestling, competed in the G1 Climax tournament this year. Frankly, did a lot better than anyone expected him to. Callum Newman, also a former challenger for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
And their opponents being accompanied by Vulture Hawk, the tag team combination of Razor And again, XyberhawX, together they are toothless. Across the line, bring them to the galaxy. For XyberhawX! Caw-caw! I got in trouble because I didn't say the caw-caw last time.
Yeah, you really do have to say the caw-caw. It's very, very, very important. God, I love wrestling. Victory over Ningen Damashii in the second semifinal, the second of this four-team tournament. Of course, the United Empire defeating Tiger Mask W. Now, just by the nature of the tournament, the XyberhawX have had less rest time. We'll see how that plays out. Bang the gong, the final is on, and just like in the last match, Razorhawk barreling out of the corner. Look how far they are into enemy territory there. The speed of these XyberhawX is absolutely flummoxing. Now, we all know Will Ospreay dealing with a badly injured neck. He is going to be going in for surgery very soon, coming off of a hellacious lights-out steel cage match that I don't think I'm technically supposed to talk about because it was an unsanctioned, silly thing to do, frankly. Callum Newman recovered from his ordeal that is the G1 Climax tournament. And a beautiful double helicopter head scissors into almost a Jumon. A La Mystica, as it is also known. The G1 Climax, it's known as the... Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Only grabbed one of the legs there. No way to brace against the save. Snapmare. Downward elbow strike. A move that would be illegal, I believe, in mixed martial arts. Completely valid in professional wrestling. Callum Newman definitely with a sort of a student-sensei relationship with Will Ospreay. It was Ospreay who recruited Newman into the United Empire before he left New Japan Pro Wrestling. So these two getting to team together here in the league, in the Forge, in the Forge to 4 tournament. This is just cool for these two, I think. Of course, they are going to be either the number 1 or number 2 ranked teams. Now, of course, if we go to a time limit draw, something that is a little bit complicated, these two teams would be out of the best 4. That means that our number 3 and number 4 teams would actually be elevated up. So Ningen Damashii would be number 1, Tiger Mask W would be number 2, and then we'd have to find a 3 and a 4 once we get into regular season action. Hopefully, praying to the wrestling gods, that does not happen. We're only 2 minutes in, and at the pace that the Prince of Pace is setting here, as is the flyest team in the galaxy, I don't think the 15 minutes are going to be necessary. Drop down into the cover. Razorhawk unable to hold his opponent down for that final and fatal 3 count. Standing shooting star press. We have gotten to the time of our lives, but that's just a transition move. That used to be the mark of, oh my god, this person is so athletic. I think it still is. Double shoulder tackle. And right now, Dangerhawk needs to try and prevent a tag. Literally wrestling Newman up to his feet. Shining Lizardo! Dangerous Wizard! And we might be... Oh no, he's thinking something very silly. Oh no, simple moonsault press. 1. Too close to the enemy corner. Tag team wrestling is as much a game of territory as it is a combat sport. You need to draw that imaginary line across the hypotenuse between the neutral corners and keep your opponent on your side. Oh, good God! Cross body block, and they tumble down to the outside of the ring. Thank God those aren't real flames. The fires of the Forge, the crucible of combat, burning away the impurities of your tag team cohesion. As we look for the best tag team in the world today, the XyberhawX with that opportunity. No tag. Oh, a bit of a cheap shot there from Ospreay. Not enough to get Newman into the corner. Oh, and this is a mistake, I think, by Dangerhawk. He wants Newman up. He has to take advantage of this springboard dropkick. He does connect. But yep, that was the problem. The tag made. Now, Ospreay, everybody knows he's hurt. Everybody knows the neck is a target. Oh, wait a minute. No, he rolls through. An excellent flash pin attempt. But the fact that Ospreay, of all people, is going for the flash pin does seem to indicate that he knows he doesn't have a deep gas tank right now. Looking for that cheeky Nando's kick. Nails it. On the button. For the gravity kick, and that is going to be targeting the neck. I don't know if that's not exactly sportsmanlike, but I think he was aiming for the chest rather than the head and the neck. As Ospreay now using the ropes to his advantage, bending the rules but not fully breaking them. Tag made back to Callum Newman, and that's probably good for Ospreay's health. Let the younger man deal with this, and look at that, how smooth is Callum Newman as we're only at the 5-minute mark of the bout. Off the ropes, oh! Flying something, that was a foot, a knee, an elbow, I don't know, 1, 2. Looked almost like Thunderhawk's Thunder Strike. Maybe a bit of an insult to the Cyberhawks there, I don't know if that was intentional. Stunner off of the middle rope. The United Empire, again, not actually breaking the rules, but they are pushing them. Oh no! Shot to the midsection, blocks that axe handle smash. Newman recovering. Brain Buster! 1, 2, 3. 2.999 ad infinitum. Indeed, my friends, this is tag team wrestling. Neutral corner opportunity for Danger Hawk. Maybe about to do something dangerous here. What is he thinking? Oh no. Oh, going after the leg. A fellow speedster, a fellow high flyer. Drop kick. Very intelligent, take the legs out from under them and they cannot fly. Arms are occasionally referred to metaphorically as wings. I got a bad arm, I got a bad wing. But no, for a high-flying professional wrestler, their legs are their wings. Up, looking for another vertical drop brainbuster, does not get it. But a nice head scissors takeover, not a full Huracan Rana. And looking at this, looking for that cyber twist, nails it. Holds the crucifix. Oh, and this is... What the heck is he doing so close to Ospreay? Trying to take Ospreay out at the leg, at the knee? I'm not entirely sure. Danger Hawk living up to his name. Living dangerously right now. Collar and elbow tie-up. Reversal. Looks for the DDT. Doesn't get it. Danger Hawk able to recover. And Ospreay is... Oh, full rotation, Death Valley Drive. What is he doing? Danger Hawk going absolutely nutsoid here. 1, 2, 3, and Danger Hawk embarrassing Cal Newman, but picking up the win for the team with that Spicoli driver.
Your Honor, the Cyberhawks.
And just like that, the Cyberhawks jump to the top of the tag team division. United Empire will have to be a new combination at number 2. Ningen, Damashii, Tiger Mask W rounding out the best 4. That is all for us tonight. Please subscribe to the Animated Wrestling League so you do not miss, among many other things, the women's tournament, the Joshi Division, is next. But for tonight, korede kimarida.